Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. What I'd love to do today is go through a book, and the book that I've selected for this episode whilst watching the first 15 here at King's Play Shore is entitled The Manipulative Man, a book that was published in 2006 on the 8th of May by an author named Dorothy McCoy. Let's see what we can take from this book, what we can learn, and what we can incorporate into our inventory of skills, knowledge, and wisdom. In this book, The Manipulative Man, Dorothy McCoy offers a compelling exploration of the dynamics of manipulation in relationships, particularly focusing on how certain men use manipulative tactics to gain control and influence. This book serves as a guide for women to help them recognize, understand, and confront manipulative behaviors, empowering them to establish healthier relationship patterns. Through real-life examples and psychological insights, McCoy outlines the characteristics of manipulative men and provides practical strategies for dealing with them. As you read, you are encouraged to reflect on your own experiences, recognize red flags, and prioritize your emotional well-being in relationships. So let's kick off and see what we can learn and how we can use it. So the first key message that comes from this book is where one needs to understand what manipulation actually is. And the author teaches that manipulation actually is a complex behavior that often stems from insecurity and a desire for control. Recognizing this helps you understand the motivations behind manipulative actions. The next key message that comes from this author is where we look at identifying manipulative traits. The book outlines specific traits common to manipulative men, such as charm, deceit, and emotional volatility. By identifying these specific traits, you can better protect yourself from potential harm, is the key message. We look at the red flags and helping women and others recognize what the red flags actually are. The author McCoy emphasizes the importance of being aware of red flags in relationships. These red flags are the early warning signs, such as gaslighting or excessive flattery, can indicate manipulative tendencies that should not be ignored is the key message. We move on to look at the role of guilt, and the author informs us that you discover that manipulative individuals often use guilt as a tool to control others. Understanding how guilt can and will be weaponized allows you to resist its influence and maintain your empowered boundaries. And we move on to talk a little bit more about boundaries. And the book teaches that setting and enforcing boundaries is crucial for protecting oneself against vicious manipulation. Clear boundaries help one maintain their autonomy and self-respect in relationships. Without doubt, another key point that comes from this author is the importance of self-reflection. McCoy encourages you and others to engage in self-reflection, to understand your own vulnerabilities and how they may attract manipulative individuals like a burly trail. Recognizing your own patterns can help you make healthier and better choices in your future relationships. The author goes on to talk about the importance of seeking support. You learn that seeking support from friends or professionals can be invaluable when dealing with a manipulative characteristic. Having a support system provides perspective and can help reinforce one's confidence. And a key aspect of this book is to learn that empowerment actually comes through learning and knowledge. And this book emphasizes that knowledge is indeed potential power. Educating oneself about manipulation tactics equips one with the tools to help recognize and confront and deal with manipulative behaviors more effectively. But when it's all said and done, people need to trust in their own instincts, because according to this author, you discover the importance of trusting your instincts. If something feels off in a relationship, it's essential, absolutely essential, to listen to those feelings and to take them very, very seriously. And the last key point to come from this book is where the author talks to us about prioritizing your well-being. McCoy reminds us that your well-being, your emotional, mental, spiritual, and also physical well-being should always come first, second, and third. Prioritizing self-care and self-respect allows you to cultivate healthier relationships and live more authentically. And finally, this book, The Manipulative Man, serves as a crucial resource for understanding and addressing manipulation in relationships through Dorothy McCoy's insightful analysis and practical advice. You are empowered to recognize manipulative behaviors, establish healthy boundaries, and prioritize your emotional well-being, which will hopefully ultimately lead to more fulfilling and respectful relationships. Thank you very much for joining me on this beautiful winter's day here in Parramatta, North Parramatta should I say, at the White Oval, the home ground of the King's School, who lead the Shore School 31 points to nil at half time. Take care and we'll chat again soon.